Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Super Turtle on Deen Chieftain Wars! I called it Chieftain Wars because they have their own 2-star warrior on their team, but this video is pretty much, I'm going to cut out all of the boring stuff and pretty much cut to all of the epic fights that we have. As you can see, me and Mitch have switched bases up here at the top. And we are also going to switch bases in the, I don't know what you want to call it, the middle bases or the top middle bases. Yeah, the middle bases basically. Mitch has already taken them, but he is going to sell them, and we are going to switch. And I'm going to be at 3 bases, and Mitch will be at 2. And as you can see, all of my vampires have just been cryobombed, but that's nothing to worry about because there's nothing there to kill them. So they're just going to sit there, and we are going to mop up all of these hunters, and that's the end of this little push that they had in mind. Perhaps if the teal player used his 2-star warrior more often, they'd be doing a little bit better. But he didn't, and here's a full pop of grizzlies that are trying to break through, you know, because they're grizzlies and people think they're monstrous, which they are, but they're no match for the 3-star monster, as I've proven many times. And oh boy, he's going to push now with a D-bomb, which means I can't vortex everything. I guess I should use the time in this video to go over vortexing, because I'm a self-proclaimed pro at it. And basically, with your vortex, if you... I don't know how to explain it really, other than once you start vortexing units, you know, wait till you get a ton of debris inside of your vortex until you explode it. Or get D-bombed and frozen. There is the D-bomb behind them. It shouldn't really affect me too much, but it is. Llama's yelling at me for something. Oh, because there's hunters here now, but my chieftain is still frozen. He can't do anything about them. I'm going to have to move my engineers back up to my chieftain to try and keep him healed while he vortexes all these guys. I really got to watch my vortex and try to keep it away from that D-bomb. Oh, but Mitch has his epic quad Mac that just annihilates all of those hunters. Oh my gosh, like, hunters are good for killing vehicles, but they are so weak against Mac blasts and carpet bombs. It really renders them useless that they're so vulnerable to those leader abilities, because you can take out like 10 of them at a time by paying 600 resources. It's just ridiculous how easy it is to kill hunters. But that's all the Covenant has to try and kill vehicles besides banshees and vampires, I guess. If you're fighting tanks, vampires aren't a terrible option, since, you know, they take low damage from the tanks and whatnot. But anyway, now we're cutting to this part of the video. This is like 15 minutes later, and there's these Spartan cobras here that Mitch and Llama are simply going to slap in the face and get rid of them. Even though that cobra did not die from a direct Mac blast. What? But he's still gonna kill them all, and there's a 1-star Spartan there that Mitch is going to try and drop ODSTs to kill. But here come the hunters to back them up, and they're going to wipe out those ODSTs, unfortunately. But, you know, nothing too big to worry about. I should probably recall my chieftain to the middle, since it's pretty obvious they're going to try and make another epic push on the middle wall. But this time my engineers are here and ready to keep the wall alive. I'm going to bring up my vampires for those hawks. Excuse me. So since I've taken this base now, I've just taken it. Got to build turrets and all that. I have 17,000 resources, so I really don't have to worry about building warehouses too much. But oh lord, there are vultures at my brand new base. That is not good. They are definitely going to kill that. So I'm not even going to try to defend it. I just got to vortex those, but I really should send my vampires over there just to try and kill them before they go anywhere else. All of these hunters are pretty much taken care of. And there's still... This kid is still not bringing up his 2-star chieftain. I really do not know what he's doing with his chieftain. Like, he's got to just be standing somewhere doing nothing, and that's just incredibly stupid. I don't know what he was thinking. If you get a 2-star chieftain, I mean, he's a force to be reckoned with on his own. And if you build engineers with him, man, you are just bound to get that 3-star. But sadly, his chieftain is absent for most of the game until the end. They start using him. But regardless, they're still trying to use their vehicles and air units to break through, which, as you can see, is just simply not working. We will either vortex everything or bring anti-air. So they're trying, but they're not trying at the same time. They're bringing vultures to try and kill bases, but we have so many resources, I mean. As long as we have one unit pump base, that's not going to do much. Although they did bring Mitch's base health quite low. Anyway, okay, looks like they're attacking with Hawks at this side, and Banshees now. So they are going all-out air, which, I don't know, I mean, I guess they've been trying all vehicles, so they thought all air might do a little bit better, but really, it's not. Because I have a lot of vampires, Llama still has all of his Wolverines, and we all have anti-air turrets on our bases. So I guess really they just wanted to try and bypass the wall and get through and see if they could kill any more bases, thinking that they're making progress. But they aren't, especially with Banshees. Banshees, like, melt in the face of vampires. So, but there are more vultures at my main base over here. So that's not good because that is my unit pump base. Basically, I have 3 summits there. I really want to try and keep this base alive. So I'm going to recall my 3-star monster since they've already used their, whatchamacallit, Mega Barrage. And I'm going to start vortexing the one that has the closest ability, or the closest recharge time on its Mega Barrage. And then I'm going to recall before they can Mega Barrage my 3-star monster. Even though I'm pretty sure that he would survive it, I just don't want to take the chance. The base is already dead anyway, so just get out of there, man. Don't want to take any chances, no risks when it comes to a 3-star chieftain. Because if you lose him, that is it's like the worst feeling on earth. It is so heartbreaking. But I don't know where those vultures went. Where'd they go, man? Where are they at? They're big-ass battleships. They can't hide that well, can they? Oh, they're coming up here to Llama's base, but they're just gonna die, so whatever. Let's cut to the next part. Okay, so now they're bringing a bunch of cobras up through one of the side walls. And all of Llama's grizzlies are there, and he's like, Billy! You gotta save me, Billy! But the carpet Mac just, again, annihilates so many of them. That took out at least 6 cobras. And now that they've locked down, Llama should definitely get out of there. But he's not gonna. My engineers are there healing them, okay. So he's alright. My vampires are going to kill all of the cobras. Like, since cobras can't shoot at the air, the vampires are a effective counter to cobras. They kill them quite quickly, you know, for vampires against ground units. They really do tear through cobras pretty easily. Even with that deflection plating, it just does not help. And they are falling victims, but man, there are more vultures. Oh boy. And they just found my brand new base. I don't think they're going to kill it though, because what they're really after is what used to be Mitch's main base. but I don't think on their mini-map that would be displayed as Mitch's base, but when they show up, it's mine, and they're probably just like, what? They switched bases? What? So yeah, that's pretty fun. That's pretty funny. So all their vultures melt. That's why I don't build a shield on my main base, because by the time they get there, whatever forces they have that's sent there is usually dead, unless they have, you know, ODSTs. But I gotta get out of there because there's more vampires coming. Thanks, Mitch, for telling me about that. Otherwise, I would have lost most of them, probably. But that's all the time I have for this episode of Let's Super Turtle on 14 Chieftain Wars. Thanks for watching, everybody, and stay tuned for part 3. Bye-bye!